Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we have finally found a successful hunt. We have found the Secret of the Ooze Ultimate Shredder from TMNT 2. This is a significant improvement upon like the other shredder figures they have done. They've done very well with like the super shredders and everything, but like the regular shredder like just kinda it was good, but this one is just like he's shining in this box, and we'll get to that in just a second. Took forever to get around to finding it and everything, but real nice packaging. Window box, very nice. And the figure itself, just immaculate. I really dig it, and we haven't even pulled it out yet. So, without further delay, let's go ahead and get into it. And right on out of the box, we have the figure, we've got the backdrop, and as you can see, it's just a little storage shed, like where they kept Tonka Razar and stuff. And if we get up close to this guy here, we could actually see some of the details we got going on. We've got some of the accessories. We've got the giant dandelion, sunflower, whatever you want to call it. We've got the TGRI canister itself, little vial of ooze. He comes with an assortment of weapons to mess around with, as well as hands. The thing that's bugging me is that his foot right here is just kind of tilted the wrong way. But he looks great. And that cape. It's not as shiny as the other one either. And it's a completely different design. I love it. It's great. And then like the detail they put into like the makeshift helmet that he has, just great. Let's go ahead and pull him out and check him out. And there we have the Ultimate Shredder from TMNT 2. He is a badass. I love the way that they set him up and everything. Like he's got a, like I said, couple assortment of weapons that, like, you know, you can toss on him. He's got this halberd with like a spear at the end. He's got like a fucking katana and stuff. He's got two alternate set of hands. The katana has a sheath that the sword goes into, and that's pretty cool because they don't do that enough. Actual sheathable shit. We've got the little ooze vial, and I was not a fan of this at first. When I first seen it in the box, it wasn't until I got it out that I was like, alright, no, that actually looks pretty good. Let's see if we can really take a look there. Oh, so tiny. Let's see if we'll focus here. There we are. I thought it looked very bad at first glance, but now that I have it in my hands and I'm looking at it, it actually is a really cool ass accessory. And the only thing that could make it better is if that was like green liquid inside there and like it moved around and sloshed, but this is still very cool. The dandelion was like a big sell point when they first announced this figure, and it does not disappoint. It's very sturdy. It's not like flimsy and cheap. Like, it's thick. This is pretty good. The only thing that I could say is that the paint job on it is rather dull. I feel like it could have been just a tad brighter yellow, but it's still nonetheless very, very cool. I like this. As far as the figure himself, he is a tad over 7, about 7.25 if you count to the tip of his spiked hat and everything. And if we look at him, this is very cool. This mask is a significant improvement over the other one. I like how it has all this gap here, and the way they get the detailing down on like his little makeshift helmet. There is a crease line there that's a little bit annoying, but you know, nothing too big and major. And then let's go ahead and pull this off. Give it up, Shredder. Let's look at that face right there. Look at that. I say definitely an improvement. That face sculpt is so great. I really like that. Movie still right there. That's great. As far as articulation on this figure, let's see. Didn't think so. That helmet's not going to come off. Didn't think so, but wanted to check anyway. You're not getting a whole lot of range on the head because of the helmet. He's still got a lot that he could pose him around with, like, you know. So you still get like a good range of what you want to do, but you're not going to get as much range as if he didn't have that helmet kind of blocking his way. What I like here with the shoulders is that the shoulders, they didn't do this piece as like part of the shoulder. They just did like the actual shoulder and everything, so this stuff is not getting in the way at all, and there's plenty of room right there for the whole arm to like go around to wherever direction you want it and still look good, and I think that's pretty great. And then we've got twists, of course, you know, our fists, and we've got our elbow joints, and I want to say this is double jointed. That's pretty great, because that gives you that extra range. So you got the joint peg there and the joint peg there to like really bend over and get you where you want to be and everything. Gives you that more natural curve to the arm and everything. Looks really great. Appears there is a bit of an, oh no, I can't say that. Now that I'm looking at it, that is not an ab crunch there. That is, it looks like this top half is pegged into this bottom half, is what it looks like. I'm going with that. I'm going with it's pegged in there. See, it's actually two separate pieces here. This is pegged down into that. That's interesting. So you just get that waist twist, and you get that lower waist twist. Oh, and there's the ab crunch. Okay. I kind of want to pull this off now. Like, what kind of joint is that? Because it definitely feels more like it's pegged in there than anything else and kind of bobbleheading around. This is probably covering up the creases, which is very smart. As far as our legs, there we go. I was wondering for a second. I was like, wait a second, why does that feel weird? Just tight. Definitely can go splits. We got that full range of motion for that. And then we've got a double jointed knee. Awesome. Ooh, very stiff. But you can see, always check on like some of these figures, especially that paint will like create like kind of like a sticky spot. Can't bend it and everything until you break free that. Then you've got the ball peg feet. Nice. I really dig him. He's such an improvement over the first shredder. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other shredder. Alright, now that we got both our shredders here, we can do a nice little comparison. His suit is very sparkly, very flashy. Everything about this figure is just very flashy. The cape, the suit, you know, like it does look great for what he had in the movie and stuff. Pretty accurate. Why are we not focusing on both things at once? There we go. Let's go ahead and remove this mask. And take a look at that face. I don't know. I've never been a perfect fan of this face. It does look decent. But this face, I think looks significantly better. Now, as far as the helmets, you can clearly see that difference there. And of course, purple versus pink. We're going to look at the capes. We have got this kind of zebra-y stripe pattern on this one. And on this one, we have got this kind of swirly, almost flowery pattern going on. Everything's these swirl little circles kind of things. Very pretty design. I don't remember seeing in the movie how detailed the capes were, so that's something that I never picked up on. The spikes on this guy are much better too. They don't feel as flimsy. Like as on him, his spikes, some of them feel very soft and flimsy. But not on him. His all feel pretty like sturdy. Like if you give them a good push, they're gonna bend, but they kind of snap back into place and like they actually kind of feel pointy. It is like cheap plastic for the spikes, but it's good. Only thing that I think I'm seeing here is that we cannot take off the cape on this one, can we? Where is it hooked into? Yeah, I don't think we can take the cape off on this guy. I think the cape is... Pretty sure the cape is right up underneath his shoulder plates, like with a kind of like a zip tie elasticy thing. But there you have it. Let's go and check him out with some accessories holding him. And there you have it, just him staring at that. Like, that just looks great. And if we pull back just a little bit, try to keep him in frame, will you go ahead and focus for me? I don't know why we're having these issues today. There we go. He looks really, really great. Now, for our masks, this is the one. Let's see if this helps. All right. So, this one here came with the shredder from the Shredder Splinter Pack. And this is pretty much how it came out of the box. That's not like playware or damageware, like that's just like shelfware. Whereas this one with the Ultimate Shredder, I don't know what they did differently. Maybe I just got a better figure, or maybe like they took a little bit extra care with this one. But you can see like the choppiness of the paint and like the lining on the one that came with the Shredder Splinter versus the Ultimate. The Ultimate faceplate just looks so much better. Now, it could just be I got a bad figure here and I got a good figure here. But I don't know. I feel like they probably stepped up their game a little bit to make sure that this isn't an issue, because I know quite a few people that got like face masks that looked like this and everything. So, and I haven't heard so much about any issues with this face mask. But there you have him. He looks great, and he's gonna look great in your collection. Definitely pick him up if you find him. Good luck on your hunts.